Okay, so just like in the last book, you brought up the 6 forms of communication, which love, love, love. I do think the diversification of the way you reach out and all of that is so important. So I would love to dive into that a little bit. But what I'm curious about is, especially since 2020, a lot of people went remote and stayed remote. So can we kind of talk about, first of all, what are those 6 forms of communication? And then we can kind of dive into the remote stuff.
Absolutely. So the 6 forms of communication are as follows: in-person interactions, emails, physical mail or snail mail, sending someone in the post, phone, which includes both phone calls and text messages, videos, and GIFs.
Yep.
Now, here's the interesting thing, Stacy. COVID comes along and so many businesses go remote. What happens immediately? We lose all in person. So the number one way we used to interact with our employees, we're all under the same roof working together, vanishes overnight. It disappears and it's not coming back anytime soon. In some businesses, it was months. In some, it was years.
Yeah.
In some,
it was permanent.
They still aren't back and never will be. It's permanent. So we've taken that tool and dramatically reduced the number of times it gets used and the power and the benefits of having in-person interactions. What did we do then? Well, we looked at email and we looked at video, right? Zoom, Teams, whatever you're using. And we just poured all of our effort into that, which is fine. And that's what the times called for. But when we over-index on any one or two of these tools to the exclusion of the other tools, we start to burn out our people. And the reason we burn them out is because humans want variety. They want different types of interactions. I understand you use email. And by the way, whenever I say email, if you're like, oh, we actually use Slack, that's an email with a different brand. Okay, sorry. Love me some good
when
Slack.
You have to clear, when you have to clear an inbox, it is email. Like, let's just call it what it is.
When you dread opening a software tool because there are messages in it, it's email. Okay. So by the way, if you're using Facebook Messenger, whatever tool you're using for your communication, this is the same thing. Yes. So what we found is the companies that succeeded the best in this increasingly remote era are the ones who found ways to get outside of the digital communication and get back to some analog communication. So what do I mean by that? Sending things in the mail, physical things that employees could receive at their home, giving gifts and presents, not online gift cards, physical presents delivered to them, given to them, bringing the team together for in-person retreats, collaboration, opportunity to actually see each other, and even text messages, which I know is digital, but it's outside of the usual format, right? We're not expecting all the messages to come via text. We're expecting them to come through email and through doing video conference calls. So the more we moved into those other tools, the more connection we were able to create.